Hey, what is up guys, and welcome back to the channel. So the other day I made my update 1.22 wish list video, and well, I got some interesting responses because there was quite a bit that I kind of missed off, and you guys kind of filled in the pieces for me, and basically came up with some really kind of interesting, I guess wishes or wants, needs, whatever for update 1.22. So I thought I'd go back, take some of the best ones and basically put them in a video. So up first we have Turbo TV, and he says for every 28 miles you should get a roulette ticket. It basically encourages us to do some more high mileage and basically get a little reward for just driving around basically and playing the game properly. And I fully agree. I think maybe 28 miles is a little kind of too much. I guess I'd probably say more, maybe to 50 to 75 miles, purely because you can cover that in absolutely no time. The only downside or trouble to that really would be, and the reason they probably wouldn't ever do that, is because you could literally just cover that 75 miles in a tomahawk within literal minutes, meaning that if the roulette ticket given to you is random, then they could end up basically stockpiling 5, 6 star, 4-star tickets, and it really could kind of sort of mess with the economy and cause more problems than it's worth. But I think if you kind of get a lower reward for lower mileages, and then let's say you put, I don't know, 300 to 500 miles in that day, then yeah, I mean, why not give us 5, 6 star tickets to kind of reward us and give us an incentive to do those higher miles. So I do actually really like the idea of this one. Next up is by HSS Dude, and he basically says more big grinding events. So from 25 to 45 minutes, covering all different types of performance points. So 450, 650, 550, 750, 850, etc. And again, I fully agree. I did kind of say we need an endurance race for each track, but why not do that and then kind of mix it up? It gets us using all that different wide range of cars. There'll probably be cars that have been sat around in the garage that will probably be worth using. I've had some cars in there since day one of the game that I've never actually gone ahead and touched because they're lower PP, and I've just got no real incentive to go ahead and give them a try. So again, a really good comment, and it kind of expands on put an endurance race in for each of the tracks in the game. Make them useful, because there is a couple of tracks that just kind of don't even get a look in. You've got kind of Broadbean, Northern Isles, I believe, like Blue Moon Speedway doesn't really get much of a look in either. There's a load of tracks that really deserve a little bit more attention. I think it's Northern Isles Speedway that you kind of do your first race there and you never ever go back, apart from maybe a circuit experience, and I believe there's like a mission set there as well. So get some use out of all the cars and get some use out of all the tracks. Okay, so now we've got a comment by a guy called Daniel, and he did put 3 kind of things in there, but I'm just going to touch on one, and it's more of a quality of life thing. And he basically says take off the roulette animation. It's annoying with the lost time because you're going to get the worst prize. And I fully agree. Yeah, being able to kind of just skip that animation, because it's actually already, well, if you didn't know this, basically when you click that roulette ticket, your prize is already determined, and you can kind of check that out by opening it up, seeing what prize you get, and kind of shutting it down, and then the roulette ticket should still be there. I'm not sure if it quite works like that anymore, but you used to be able to kind of open that roulette ticket back up and you will get the exact same prize. So yeah, just being able to skip that animation just saves us that few annoying seconds of seeing it tick round, building up. Literally at this point, zero anticipation, because you're going to end up with the 2,000 credits. So fully agree with that one. And this is a big one, actually sent in by quite a few people, and this would be a massive thing for me. Allow us to do custom race championships. Let's have a point system going. Let us kind of do 3, 4 races. I mean, honestly, it would kind of expand on the kind of content I do as well, and that's the main reason I'm hanging back. I'd love to be able to do sort of set classic historic championships, etc., and kind of have a championship going, obviously. But the main problem is I don't want to have to edit it all myself and keep track of it all myself. Just to have a leaderboard at the end, over like a 6 race period that we can just go back and continue, would be absolutely awesome. And it kind of does that job for me, because there's nothing worse than having to put layers and layers of text over absolutely everything. I did it once, and I think it took me around about 8 to 12 hours just to make a video of a race that was around about 45 minutes long. It was absolutely frustrating, having to just edit every individual bit with all the different cars on. If the game kind of does that for me, it's going to like kind of give me that incentive, and probably give a lot of people an incentive to go ahead and, you know, do these custom races and just have their own little cool championship going. Okay, so this is basically the most requested one of the bunch. However, it did actually appear quite far down my list. I think that's because most people were saying it, so it didn't get, you know, as many upvotes as it usually would. But selling cars, so come on Polyphony, you know, it was back in April you announced that yes, we are going to try and push out selling cars soon, and we all thought, do you know what, that'll come along in May, you know, we'll get a nice big update, we'll be able to sell cars. And it's still not there. But I kind of want to basically just say what I said in my own wishlist video, which is expand on that. Give us a full economy. Let us trade cars with players. Let us auction them off, you know. Let us try and maybe even make profit. I know you don't want us to make profit, but having an economy in Gran Turismo would open up so many possibilities. Look, if we go ahead and get liveries on the car, we have to pay for some of the stickers. Well, why not put that like kind of in sort of, I guess, not necessarily a bidding, but I kind of like, you know, as if you was on eBay, a buy it now thing, you know. You buy that livery, the creator gets a split, you know, all happy days, you know. Let people kind of earn off of their own things, you know. If you've got a fully modified RX-7 with a 787B engine in, which, you know, the one on screen has, then if I want to go ahead and sell that because it's got an engine swap, you know, there's going to be people out there that haven't got the engine swap themselves that are probably just going to want to buy the car straight up. It'll save them the bunch of time just kind of tuning it and messing it and putting the engine in. Just, you know, let them go ahead, have an auction house, buy the car, and then, well, they've got it. You know, some people are going to have more than one kind of engine swap car because, you know, they were around in roulette glitch days, but, you know, other people might not have been around then and kind of missed out. So it really does open up that opportunity. You know, have an auction house going, have a place where we can sell cars, sell liveries, sell designs, you know, sell parts that we don't need. You know, all the engines, you know, stickers and performance parts, these special ones you get from roulettes, they all have a credit amount tied to them. So, you know, why not just open an auction house? Don't just kind of, you know, even free cars, sell them for dirt cheap, limit it to what we can sell them for, because they're obviously, you know, replica gift cars, and just let us kind of get rid of them for like $5,000 to someone, and then someone's got a cool, I don't know, let's say Group B rally car for all of 5Ks. You know, why not? Why not have this economy going in Gran Turismo? So this one's by Graham Barnwall, and basically he says, you know, there's so many kind of historic cars that Gran Turismo can pull from, cars that have been in previous Gran Turismos as early as, you know, GT1, GT2 with their kind of LM, RM cars. If you don't know what they are, they're essentially, you know, I guess more fantasy road cars. You know, and then you've got stuff like, you know, your Toyotas, your Le Mans machines from back then, you know, all them historic cars that have kind of featured in really early GTs and just never really came back. There's just so many cars Gran Turismo can pull from. And now I kind of, again, want to just kind of add my own thing with that, my own take. Don't drip feed at us. Just give us some proper, you know, big update where, you know, we're busy for a full month. I mean, I'm not going to lie. Yes, you can update it monthly and drip feed us, but if you're going to drip feed us, add something to it. You know, the fact is these updates come out and you're done within around about 2 minutes. Honestly, let's say 2 hours tops for some of them. And then, again, you're just kind of doing your own thing for another month until another update comes. And I feel like that's kind of the problem I'm at now. Obviously, with someone that makes content every day for Gran Turismo, it's really difficult to kind of come up with stuff that I think, you know, is going to be worth my time and worth your guys' time. So, again, you know, I pray for when the updates come around that there's going to be something to it. And I mean, update 1.20, there was next to nothing in that. I mean, I think I was done in around about half an hour. I had all the cars purchased. I had those 4 events done. And, you know, I'd done everything that there was to see. And it was just kind of frustrating. It just felt like there was a massive lack of actual stuff to do. So, you know, pull these cars in, these classic cars. Give everybody a massive hit of nostalgia. And just bring them out properly as one. You know, give us 10 cars, not just 3. Let us work for them. You know, I can guarantee when each update comes around, I'll have the credits there. There's 3 cars of mine within, you know, the first couple of days, because they come out in Legendary Dealership, which, you know, annoys me because they come a day later. Just release them all as one if you're going to release an update, but that's kind of an opinion for a different video. But yeah, I mean, there's so many things Gran Turismo can pull from, and they're not taking advantage of it. So let's do one more. This is from Ty Joe Mello, and he says basically, I want some longer endurance races, 5+ pit stops, 2 hours or more. And I fully agree. I mean, those really long races for like 6 hours way back when were absolutely awesome in Gran Turismo. They were kind of like the end game, you know, let's finish this game off sort of thing. And you got to that last bit and you knew you still had, you know, like 2 days worth of content left. So yeah, I mean, I fully agree. I don't know if there's kind of any different rules around if they can do that or not, because, you know, all these warnings and stuff these days. So yeah, who knows? But yeah, longer endurance races, definitely, I'd absolutely love seeing them in the game. So that is going to be it for today's video, and honestly, when I saw the kind of overwhelming responses of different things people want for the game, I thought, do you know what, yeah, let's put this in a wish list, and I may make another one. You know, if you want to leave your suggestions down below, I will go ahead and, you know, cover them, because it is really interesting to see what the community as a whole thinks. And, you know, the more of these kind of videos we make, then maybe, just maybe, Polyphony will listen and basically, you know, cave in and just give us what we want instead of going in their own direction. So don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, share the video, to, you know, turn them notifications on, all that good stuff. And yeah, massive shout out to my channel members for your continued support. Shout out to everyone that comes here every day, even if you're not a channel member. Take care everyone, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.